Hello guys, in previous video this question is given and now we have to solve this question. This is a meter bridge. A meter bridge, two resistance RS is connected and this is the meter bridge wire. When the jockey slide over this wire, then null point is obtained at 33.7 centimeter. This is the null point. Null point means where the deflection in galvanometer is 0. So let this is at 33.7 centimeter. And whenever another resistance of 12 ohm is connected to S in parallel, then the null point is obtained at 51.9 centimeter. Then find S. Then you have to find the resistance S. So what have to do it? When the null point is obtained, galvanometer shows zero deflection. In this case, bridge is balanced. So alternate ratio of the resistance, alternate arc resistance are equal. So R by S equal to resistance across this length means 33.7 by 66.3. 100 minus 33.7, you will get 66.3 centimeter because total length is 100 centimeter. So first equation, second equation, if this is 51.9 centimeter balance point, then 100 minus 51.9, that is 48.1 centimeter. So here first to do the calculation of these two parallel. Rp equal to S into 12 by S plus 12, and now use the Wheatstone bridge concept. So R by, this is Rp, this value is, total value is coming Rp. So R by Rp equal to here 51.9 by 48.1. Now put the value of Rp. Rp value is S into 12 by S plus 12. So this is 51.9 by 48.1. Now from equation number 2, this is equation number 2. So from equation 2, R into this term will be in numerator, so S plus 12 by S into 12 equal to 51.9 by 41. So here R by S value you can put from equation 1. So we write here putting value of R by S from equation 1. Then if you putting the value of R by S in equation 1, then you will get 33.7 by 66.3 into S plus 12 by 12, and this is equal to 51.9 by 48.1. And after then you solve it. So S plus 12 by 12 equal to, you will get 51.9 into 66.3 divided by 48.1 into 33.7. Therefore, S plus 12 equal to 51.9 into 66 by 48.1 into 33.7 into 12. Therefore, S equal to 51.9 into 66.3 into 12 divided by 48.1 into 33.7 into minus 12. So you will get this value after solving it. So this value will be 13.47 ohm. So this is the method of finding the known resistance using meter bridge. Now in practically you can see the meter bridge. Actually this is the meter bridge. This is meter bridge. This is a meter bridge wire. This wire is of 100 centimeter. This wire is of 100 centimeter. And in this two gap you have to connect unknown resistance or resistance box. In this two gap you have to connect the unknown resistance which is to be determined, and this is the middle point where you have to connect the galvanometer and then jockey, and you have to slide the jockey on this wire and you will check the deflection in galvanometer. So this is the use of meter bridge in finding the unknown resistance. Now next is the potentiometer. Next one is potentiometer. Potentiometer. There are two uses of potentiometer. But before knowing the use of potentiometer are used to compare the EMF of two cells, as well as it is also used to measure the internal resistance of a cell. Before knowing it, you must see the potentiometer. This is the potentiometer. This is a potentiometer. In potentiometer there are many segments of wire. This is the one segment, this is two segment, third segment, fourth segment, and each segment of wire is of 100 centimeter. So if you consider the total length, that becomes 400 centimeter. But when you are solving the numericals or whenever you are doing the theoretical work, no need to draw the four wires. With the help of one wire only you can use this potentiometer. So let us see the principle of potentiometer. First, potentiometer are used to, number one, compare the EMF of two primary cell, and second is to measure the internal resistance, of a given cell, and if you see the principle of potentiometer, so principle of potentiometer is when a constant current is flowing across potentiometer wire of uniform area cross section, then potential drop across any segment of wire is directly proportional to the length of wire. Means suppose if you draw a circuit diagram, this is the potentiometer wire AB, EV is a potentiometer wire, and this is connected with a battery. This is the battery, this is key, this is ammeter, and then rheostat. This is point B, this is point A. And now from here you connect a voltmeter, and then this is the jockey. So you slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire. Here only one segment of wire is shown, 1 meter wire is shown. So if you slide the jockey over the wire, let the potentiometer is balanced at the length L. This segment having L length. So potential drop across this length B directly proportional to L. Therefore V equal to KL. So this is the principle of potentiometer. Now you have to compare the EMF of two primary cells. So note down this one. Now compare the EMF of two primary cells. So you draw the circuit diagram. This is A potentiometer wire, connect with the battery, then E ammeter, then rheostat, and here you take the two cell whose EMF is to be determined. Compare. This is the circuit diagram 1, 2, 3. This is called two-way key. 1, 2 gap and 2, 3 gap. This is called two-way key. This is the galvanometer, and this is jockey J1. And here mark it J2, two different positions of the jockey. Here is the E1 cell EMF, E1, E2, and here is the key K, this is the battery, this is the rheostat. This is the simple circuit diagram. You have to compare the EMF of these two cells. So what you have to do it in first case, press the key in the gap 1 and 2. If you press the key in the gap 1 and 2 and leave the gap 2 and 3 open, so in that case, and slide the jockey over this wire. So galvanometer shows the zero deflection at the balancing length J1, whose length is L1. This length is L1 from here, and this length is L2. So balancing length is L1 corresponding to the cell of whose EMF is E1, because second cell is not in the circuit. This gap is not connected, so this cell does not work. So according to principle of potentiometer, E1 will be directly proportional to L1. Therefore, E1 equal to KL1. First case. Now in second case, remove the key from this gap, and this key remains closed. Main key remains closed. Now in second case, open the key from this gap, remove the key from the gap 1, 2, and close the key in the gap 2 and 3. Then you will see that the first cell will be out of the circuit and second cell come into the circuit. Now put the jockey over this wire, slide it, and we'll see the deflection in the galvanometer. Let at this point J2, galvanometer shows zero deflection corresponding to the length L2. So again, according to the principle of potentiometer, the potential drop across this length E2 will be directly proportional to L2. Therefore, E2 equal to KL2. This is equation 2. Now divide equation 1 and 2. On dividing equation 1 and 2, you will get E1 by E2 equal to K L1 by K L2. So this is E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. So this is the method of finding the EMF of cell or comparison between the two cells. Note down. Now second use of potentiometer is to measure the internal resistance of cell. Second use to measure the internal resistance of a given cell. So here again you draw the circuit diagram. This is the potentiometer wire. This is the cell. This is key. This is ammeter, and this is the rheostat. This is rheostat. K is closed, and from here you take the one cell, and here you take one resistance wire, and here attach one key K1, resistance R, EMF E, and then connect to a galvanometer. And then again you will see the two position of the jockey. This is the J1 and J2. So this is the circuit diagram. You have to find the internal resistance of this cell. This is the internal resistance R. R is the internal resistance of the cell. R is the small r internal resistance of cell, and capital R external resistance. External resistance. So what have to do it in first case, case 1. In first case, K key, close the key K, and K1 key kept open. K1 key kept open. Now slide the jockey over this wire. If you slide jockey over wire AB, then you will get a balancing length. So let L1 be the balancing length corresponding to cell of EMF E. So this is the L1. This is L1. So E directly proportional to L1, E equal to KL1. This is equation 1. Now in second case, case 2, first K key remains closed. Key K remains closed. And now close the key K1. Close the key K1. This key now close it, and then slide the jockey over the wire. Then slide jockey over wire AB. Then again you will get a balancing length. So let L2 be the balancing length corresponding to potential V across resistance R. V across R. So that is V directly proportional to L2. So you can add V equal to KL2. This is equation 2. Now divide equation 1 and 2. On dividing equation 1 and 2. On dividing equation 1 and 2, we will get E by V equal to L1 by L2. This is equation number 3. And for internal resistance there is a formula. So R equal to E by V minus 1 into R. So put the value of E by V. So this is R equal to L1 by L2 minus 1 into R. So this is the formula for finding the internal resistance of the cell. Now down fast. Note it down. Now do one numericals based on potentiometer. Suppose this is a question. This is a potentiometer wire. AB is a potentiometer wire of resistance R0, and it is connected to V volt battery. It is connected to V volt battery. AB is a potentiometer wire. AB potentiometer wire of resistance R0. Now from the middle of this wire, center of this wire, one resistance R is connected in parallel. Then you have to find voltage across R. Find voltage across R. So just you see, this is a potentiometer wire. Resistance of potentiometer wire is R0, and bridge is balanced at the center. This is the center of wire. This is the null point. So this circuit will be resistance. Suppose this is the V volt, and now it is divided into the two parts. So this value will be R0 by 2, and this will be also R0 by 2, and then this is resistance R. This resistance is R. So first you find out this equivalent of this two resistance. So find out Rp. Rp equal to R into R0 by 2 and R plus R0 by 2. So that will be 2 RR0 by 2 R plus R0. This is the parallel of this two. Now the circuit becomes equivalent circuit is now this is Rp and this is R0. This is V. This is V. So total resistance is or total resistance are equal to total resistance are equivalent equal to Rp plus R naught. So that value will be 2RR naught by 2R plus R naught plus R naught. This is R naught by 2. So this is R naught by 2. So this is the total resistance, equivalent resistance. And now find out the potential across R equivalent. Let potential across R equivalent is V1, potential across R naught is V2. So find out potential across and let I be the current flowing through it. I be the current flowing through it. So find out the total current. So total current I equal to V by R equivalent. So this is V by R equivalent is 2R naught by 2R plus R naught plus R naught by 2. This is the total current. This is